just what I'm into, yeah.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Packers at 8-3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Albert Okuwebunam. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds his receiver, Watson. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. And again, it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Matt Araiza now. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Up the middle they go. Clements. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Bears. Cole Kmet, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one, it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Rodgers to throw once more. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break, and then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They run with Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his man on the comebacker. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll try the left side. Clements, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
26. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On second down, Clements, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
30.
Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Albert O, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air, Fields on second down. That's complete to Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Fields on first down. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Clements. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage, you have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Next one. Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tanyan. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. In motion left goes a tight end. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanting to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Fields. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Steps away to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This is Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now again running left with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. slot man moves right. Here's Hines. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Running for it, Montgomery. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Clements, and he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing here. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer at 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And the lopsided affair finally